Good afternoon. So today we will see the GSM call setup point. So when the call setup procedure starts and during the actual call the MS is said to be busy. More specifically, the MS is in busy mode when using an STCCH or TCH. We have already seen the long forms of STCCH and TCH. So this means that the MS inhibits the idle procedure, that is listening to the paging channel, making decisions about sales, etc. Instead, the network will be in charge of the sale change, assisted by the MS, which will provide measurement. There exist two different types of call setup: mobile terminated, that is call to MS, and mobile originated, that is MO, that is calls from the MS. One is mobile terminated, that is call to MS, and second is mobile originated, that is call from MS. Both these types will be covered here. An empty call setup is somewhere more complicated than MO call setup due to the MS mobility. This implies that the MCS or VLR where MS has registered must be located and found before a radio connection can be established. Before the call can be connected, that is service is accepted, the security procedure will be carried out. Which of these procedure, for example authentication and ciphering, to carry out is operator dependent. All the procedure are carried out on a dedicated signaling channel. The last thing before the call can start is for the system to assign a traffic channel for the call. So there are three different parts: MS registration in GSM network, mobile originated call, and mobile terminated call. So the MS registration in GSM network: when mobile is switched on, it first look for the carrier on which BSS is terminating the broadcast channel. This is done by measuring the received power of all 124 carriers present in the GSM system. This is because carrier containing broadcast channel is transmitted at high power compared to others. The next MS finds TS0 of broadcast channel so that it can identify FCCH bus. Then in TS0 of the next frame, the MS find out synchronization bus for identification of basic and RFN. The MS decode information carried by BCCH. It contains neighboring cell identification, cell global identity CGI, that is a sequence consisting of country code, mobile code, location area code, cell identity, etc. the number of common control channel available in the cell, the maximum power that can be used during the call setup process, etc. This finishes a passive activation of MS. If the location area identity sent by the BS differs from the latest one, which is stored in MS, then registration takes place. The location updation is also necessary for monitoring MS current location. So the MS registration process, once the mobile is switched on, it sends the channel request on RACH required for registration process to BSC through BS. The BSC commands BS to allocate free SDCCH. The BS acknowledges this command and inform MS about this SDCCH on ACGH. MS now uses SDCCH to send a location updation request to BS. This request contains a type of location update requirement, TMSI and LAI. This request is carried to VLR through BS, BSC, MSC, VLR. If the user's TMSI already exists in VLR, we already know that the long form of this TMSI VLR, so we are not going to see it now. So if the user's TMSI already exists in VLR, then it updates his data about his activity. If the TMSI is not available with VLR, then LAI sent by user is decoded. His IMSI and data required for authentication is identified with the help of last VLR served. But if previous VLR also does not have necessary parameters, then MSC requests MS to send IMSI on SDCCH. Once it is received, the VLR communicates with home HLR and MS is authenticated. Now this information is updated in VLR. After these new user parameters are set, they are TMSI and LAI. These parameters are updated in HLR and VLR. Acknowledgement from the MS is then received. SDCCH channel is then released and now MS is ready for call setup. Then mobile originated call. After registration, once the MS is allocated with SDCCH, the MS issues CM. CM means what? Connection management request to MSC. This consists of the type of service MS want to invoke. Once the CM request is received, based on the location update information, if needed, the MSC will invoke authentication process. Upon reception of the authentication response from MS, the MSC starts ciphering of voice and data for encryption and decryption purpose. For this, MSC passes cipher key to BSS, then it instructs MS to start ciphering. The MS then generates a cipher key independently and it is not sent on air. Only information regarding completion of ciphering at MS is sent to MSC through BSS. Now MS send call setup request to MSC. and this request contain all information required for call setup like dial number, etc. Upon reception of all the required necessary information by MSC, then it send a MS a call proceeding message. After that, connection circuit between MSC and MS is freeze by sending the assignment request by MSC to BSS. The BSS then send assignment command message to MS and instruct it from SDCCH to TCH. The FCCCH will now carry all control signals hereafter. The MS then send assignment complete message to MSC through BSS indicating that it has moved to TCH. Once it receives the assignment complete message, it sends initial address message to PSTN network. Then PSTN send ACM, that is acknowledgement message, indicating that the destination phone is ringing. This is informed to MS by altering the message. Once the call party picks up the phone, the answer message is sent to the MSC, and then MSC initiates connect message to the MS and it is respond. Then MS respond this by an acknowledgement. Now the call is set up. Then mobile terminated call. The initial address message is received by the GMSC. This initial address message, which is IAM, it contains MSISDN, that is mobile station ISDN number, which means the directory number of the called party. From this information, the GMSC identifies home HLR of the called party and invoke map, that is mobile application part, which is used to invoke authentication information if not available by sending SRI command, that is send routing information. This SRI consists of MSI SDN of the called party. Once the HLR receives MSI SDN, then it retrieves IMSI of that subscriber and forward the provide roaming number request along with IMSI to the MSC. Now the MSC send the paging request to the MS via BSS using PCH. This paging request contains the location area to which subscriber belongs. After receiving the paging request, the MS, that is mobile station request for channel on RSCH, in response to that immediate assignment of the channel is done by BSS, and now MS moves to allocated STCCH and then send the paging response to MSC through the BSS. The MSC the commands for ciphering, it receives this and generate KC on its own and send a cipher complete command to MSC through BSS. Then MSC generate a setup message which contain a calling party's number and bearer's capabilities, etc. Upon reception of the setup message, the MS generate call confirm message which indicates that it has all necessary information required for the call. As soon as the MSC receives a call confirmation message, it starts assignment process. It comprises of assignment request message from MSC to BSS and allocation of TCH by BSS to MS. Hence, further signaling will be using TCH and FACCH. Once MSC is moved on TCH, it starts ringing and send the alerting message to the MSC, which then forwards the acknowledged message ACM to the PSTN via GMC. Once the call party picks up the phone, it connects a message given by the MS to MSC and then it sends answer message to PSTN, to which PSTN responds by connect acknowledgement message, and then call is established.